Finanzielle Freiheit leben, Leute, das ist ein Traum von so vielen Leuten. Und wir sprechen hier heute mit jemandem, der genau das versucht möglich zu machen für ganz, ganz viele. Bradley Sutton ist der Success Manager von Helium 10 und den haben wir hier heute mit an Bord, können dem heute ein paar Fragen stellen und das wird richtig interessant, denn der wird uns auf jeden Fall Informationen geben, die wir so auf dem deutschen Markt noch gar nicht haben. Also Video unbedingt bis ganz zum Ende anschauen und viel Spaß dabei. Hi Bradley, how is it going?
I'm doing awesome. How's it going with you?
I'm fine too, thanks. So before we start this, it would be great if you can say a little things about you. Can you introduce yourself? So what are you doing and what are you doing for Helium?
Yeah, so I'm the success manager. Don't worry, guys. Even in English, that sounds kind of silly, but success manager, basically, I'm trying to be here for the success of our users because as a software company, especially for Amazon sellers, well, we're not going to be very successful if our customers are not successful on Amazon. So our goal is to help Amazon sellers rise to the top. That's why it's called Helium, rising to the top. And so my job is to try and help the users do that via training. We have so many training videos now. It's being viewed over 150,000 times per month. Yes. And I just started a new podcast that is the #1 podcast in all of the world for Amazon.
Okay, yes.
It's called Serious Sellers Podcast. So through all these ways, training videos, podcasts, doing videos with our friends and our network around. Again, the #1 goal is just we're trying to help Amazon sellers be successful. And so hopefully I can help you guys who are watching this today be successful.
Yeah, that sounds great. And before we start now, I really want to thank you for all these great videos because he's doing all these learn videos in Helium and they are so great. So if you have anything you don't understand in the program, you can already watch the videos. They're great. And so it would be great if you can show us a little bit how you are using the tool. What is your how are you going when you want to search for a new product, stuff like that?
Sure. All right. Yeah. Let's. I've never done it before. How about we do it for the German market?
Yeah, let's do it for the German market.
I literally have never ever done. I don't think I've never ever searched for a product in Germany. So yeah, and that's one thing about our tools is they work across USA, Canada, all 5 European marketplaces, and some of the other tools even work in other places like Turkey, India, Brazil. Profits example. So let's go to what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to Blackbox. Now, one cool thing about Blackbox is we have the largest database of products, of Amazon products in the world, other than Amazon itself. We have over 450 million products in our database. So if it's out there, we're going to find it. So I'm going to hit Blackbox, and then let's go to Germany. All right. So which, you see, I don't even know what most of these mean. So like which category should we search in?
Maybe in sport, it's when you scroll down, it's sport and free time.
This
yes, there's it.
Okay.
You're right. Yeah.
All right. So now what I like to do is I say, maybe something that's making at least, let me just say 2,500 euros, per month, estimated sales amount, revenue. Okay. And then now I look for something that's maybe between 10 euros and that's too cheap. Maybe 15 euros.
Yes.
And like 28, let's just say. Whoops. All right. So for those of you who are familiar with this process, you're very familiar. There's no right or wrong way. Every filter here, it's up to you and your budget, what you're looking for. I'm just going to show you an example way. And if you're wondering why am I putting 15 and 28, well, if I have a product that's maybe only $9, maybe I can sell a lot. But if you think about the Amazon commission, the shipping to the customer, shipping to get it to Amazon, product manufacturing cost, taxes, everything, my profit margin could be low. So that's why I put minimum 15. Same time, I know many sellers, have a limited budget. Like maybe you only have 3,000 euros to start, 5,000 euros, right? Imagine if you had a product that is retailing for 50 euros. Well, maybe your manufacturing cost is 15 euros. I don't know. But if the factory has a minimum order quantity of 1,000, well, now all of a sudden, you're having to invest 15,000 euros.
I'm always telling this, yes.
Right? So that might be out of your budget. So that's why I'm putting a cap here. But, maybe you are a billionaire, like Nicklas. You have all the money you want, right? Absolutely put minimum here, 40 and up. Because why? the same reason. The fact that you can afford to invest a lot of money into a product is going to mean that not many competitors are going to be able to, because all of us who are poor, maybe, right? We can't afford that. So that's one way to find opportunity, is going for the higher. But I'm assuming that most of us are going to be in this range. So that's what I'm doing for here. Now, one thing, like, what's something that you have searched for recently on Amazon? Let's go to Amazon DE, and something that is not going to be too difficult for me to spell.
To spell, all right. Should it be in sport or just?
No, anything. I just want to give an example. Like, what's the last thing? I mean, as a customer, what's the last thing that you searched for to buy on Amazon?
As a customer, it was actually a tripod for my camera.
Oh, okay. How do you spell that in German?
STATI. Yes, the one. No, the first one.
Just this?
Just this. Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right. So now, when you went here, let's say that you see how this one has 1,000 reviews, right?
Yeah.
Let's say that everything all of a sudden here on this page had 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. And then all of a sudden you saw, let me see like this. Like, let's say you were seeing here 2,000, 1,000 reviews. And then let me see if there's another 2,000. And there's no really small ones here. So let's just say you saw at the top of page 1, you saw this, and then maybe this. You see, this is a sponsored ad. Maybe this one had like 2 or 3, right? Which one would you probably click on last?
Yeah, the one with the fewest count of it. Yeah. Exactly.
And that is the psychology of a buyer, because when you see the higher number, what does it make you think as a customer?
Yeah, a lot of people already bought it and they were happy with it. So I want to buy the same thing.
Exactly. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, hey, show me something that maybe has less than 20 reviews. And the reason is just even like in this situation here, 13, even with this 13, I mean, unless this was just like only €5 or some crazy thing, this probably on this page would very rarely get any orders. And the reason is because most people would just click on this. They wouldn't even click on this. So I want to find something with less than 20 reviews, because if I can, matter of fact, I'm going to put this up. I'm going to go 4,000, right? Because if I can find a product that is making €4,000, but has very few reviews, well, what could that mean? That could mean that probably it's not, it doesn't have a lot of products that have 2,000 reviews or 1,000 reviews. Because again, if the competition had that many reviews, this product would not be able to make that much money. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
All right. So the same thing. Where's one? Let me just take a look here. Okay. Yeah. You see, we have a lot of good reviews. Like, look at this. This is 4.5 stars, 4.7. This one is 4.7. Now let's say this one right here had 3. Okay. So again, which one would you probably not ever click on?
Yeah, the one with just 3.
Yeah, and the same the psychology is the same way. A buyer sees 3 stars compared to 5 stars or 4.5. They're like, wow, people must not like this product. So I'm going to say, show me review rating less than 3.5. All right.
Right.
Because again, if I see something that is selling a lot of money, I mean, the only way that it could be is if maybe everybody else only had 3.5 stars or 3 stars. So it's like, we have no choice. We have to, because if the competition, everybody had 5 stars, there is no way that this product is going to be able to make any sales, because who's going to buy a 3.5 or 3 star or 2 star instead of a 5 star? So it's either one, maybe the competition is all on the same level. And that means when we make a product, if we have 5 stars, right off the bat, we are now kind of like considered better. Okay. The other option is maybe this is the only product that meets the particular need. Like, it has some specific function and there is no competition. So it doesn't matter that it has 3 stars. People still buy it because they have no choice. All right. So that's why I like to look.
Yes,
and
yes.
that is the process that I'm using to find products. Now here's one more. Let me just take a quick look at X-Ray. I think this works for Germany too. We'll see.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it works.
Cool.
I'm using this all day, man. It's so great.
Excellent. All right. So now let me go. Okay. So this page doesn't have any bad one. I want to find something that has some bad listings. Let me just look maybe page 3. And I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about now. This page is still loading. Let's see here. Wow. 22,000 people are searching for tripods in Germany.
A lot of YouTuber, you know.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. All right. So let's just take a look at this one maybe. Yeah, I see. By the way, I'm not psychic, but you see here, we have number of images. That is something in X-Ray. So I can see which ones are the good listings and which ones are not. Like, so this one has a lot of images. We see here, really nice looking images, right?
Yes.
Look at this. Like if you saw this, you know, this is a lot of good information for you to be able to know if you want this product or not, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Now, how about this one? Is this
Don't
enough?
have any informations, no emotions. Nothing.
Yep.
Not even a bullet point.
Yeah. And so here's the thing. Usually, if somebody makes good images, probably, you know, they have decent bullet points, you know.
Yeah, don't look good in German.
Yeah, they have decent bullet points. Usually, if it's a seller who doesn't even know, I mean, look at this image. This is terrible. This is not my computer. I don't think this is my computer. This is just their terrible resolution.
Yes.
Usually, sellers who don't know how to make good images, or only 1 or 2 or 3.
And are selling tripods.
Exactly. Yeah, 3. Probably their bullet points is not very good. The description is not very good, right? And so that's a good indicator. So here's another thing I'm going to look at is I can say, hey, show me maximum number of 3 images. Now, I am not sure if this is going to find anything. This is a pretty crazy one. I'm actually also going to put variation only 1. I don't like if it's going to find a sweater, I don't want it, you know, finding the green sweater, the yellow, the red. I just want single items. Those of you who are just starting, I suggest not doing variation, because if you have a variation of 5, now you have to order 200 of everything or 1,000 of everything. And again, maybe your budget doesn't allow that. So I'm going to put maximum variation 1. So let's take a look here if we can find anything. So it could be 0. And if it's 0, I'm going to have to change this a little bit. But basically what I'm saying is, Helium 10, please find me a product that's making at least 4,000 euros a month, estimated. Price between 15 and 28 euros. It has less than 20 reviews, or 20 or less. It has 3.5 or less review rating, 3 images or less, and it's not a variation. So I hope we can find something. Let's see. While this is searching, let me just take a look back at this listing here. So one thing that is very important, actually, I have a listing optimization webinar here. We always want to, yeah. Did you already get that? Did you get that email?
Yeah, I think so, but I didn't watch it yet. But then I will share it.
It's
with
new.
you.
I haven't even done it. I'm still writing it actually. So it's not. It's a new one. It's a new one.
Okay.
And so
nice.
Always make sure everybody that you use the images description. Like this person, I don't even see the description here. Oh, here it is down here.
Yeah, in Germany it's after the sponsored products. Yes,
that's
but it's
terrible.
Just one sentence. Yeah, this is description.
Yeah. And so this is important too when you're making your listing, and this is where Helium 10 comes in. You see, I mean, I don't have to understand what this is. You know, obviously he's giving some like technical specifications.
Yes.
You know, for this, that doesn't always convert. You know, and also it's not going to help him in the search. So make sure to use Helium 10 to find all of the possible keywords that people could be searching for, and then put them in your description. Even if they don't look here, at least you will be indexed for it. So that is something that is very important. All right, wow, we found 3 products here. I can't believe that we actually found 3. Let's just go ahead and take a look at this one. All right, so let me just look at that product. What is it? A trampoline something?
You know what a trampoline is? The thing you're jumping on? And I guess this is something, I don't know. Actually, no. On this bigger trampolines, you know, where you're jumping on, and this is for securing. It's making the steel one soft. Okay,
makes sense. So this product here, selling for 23 the last time we checked, still is 23, 24 euros, and less than, like, look, only 5 reviews.
Yeah.
And less than 3.5. So it hit all of my filters that I did. It matched, and less than 3 images. And again, usually if they have bad images, bullet points is also probably bad. So how much money are they making? Approximately estimated, they are making about 7,000 euros. Yeah. So here's the next part. So now we see that here is something that, you know, could be opportunity. I don't know. But if they are making 7,000 euros per month, the question is, where are those sales coming from, right? And on Amazon, where do sales come from? Like, how do people get to this product? And the answer
is searching, an organic,
exactly.
An organic search. Yeah.
So Amazon does not tell even the seller which keywords are driving your sales. Unless it's PPC, of course.
Yes.
So you can have, you know, using Helium 10, you can kind of get a better idea. So let's do that. Let's copy the ASIN. We are now going to go to Cerebro. And I'm going to paste it, right here. And I'm going to go to Germany. So here's the ASIN. I'm looking in Germany. And I'm going to look under Get Keywords. Now, there's going to be 2 or 3 different places that we are checking for keywords. We're checking which keywords they have had sponsored advertisement for. We are checking which keywords that Amazon recommends, and also which keywords they are ranking for in the top 306. And as you can see, I'm going to do here. Let's see what I want to see. For example, if you look here, I'm going to do organic. And what that means is, where are they showing up in search results? Okay. So if you take a look at a word like this, all right, so, you know, it might seem that this is very relevant, you know, trampoline sport, right?
Yeah.
But here's my question for you, Nick. This word, okay, it's being searched for 200 times a month. Okay, maybe 5 times a day, 10 times a day. It has to do with trampoline. But if you search for this in Amazon, it is the number 275th position. That means what? Maybe
it will make not a single
10?
Sale over this keyword.
Exactly. Probably they're not making sales. Remember, we're trying to find out, hey, they are making 7,000 euros a month. I don't think that trampoline sport is getting them much of their, if any, of their 7,000. So what I need to do is I'm going to put organic rank 1 and 25. Now, what does that mean? That means I want to see the words that they are ranking on page 1.
Yeah.
Like when you search for a tripod last week or whenever you did, how many pages did you look at before you found the one? Did you order from page 1 or page 2, or where did you order from?
Always just page 1. I don't have the time to get it.
Always on page 1.
Because there are always good products on page 1. So why should I scroll down?
Exactly. All right. So now take a look here. So now we have a list of keywords, and look at this one. Here's a word, trampoline, and then what the heck does that mean?
That's exactly the description of it.
That's exactly That's exactly what that is. All right. It's searched for 150 times a month.
Yeah. And
it is page 1, position 2. Aha. All right. So that's good. What about this one? There's a similar word.
Yeah,
maybe
it's similar to this.
All right.
I'm sorry, I would like to explain it in English, but this is really I don't know the word at all.
Yeah. Page 1, position 3. Also, we detected, we detected where are they showing up on sponsored ads. So I'm not sure if they will still be there, because obviously, there it is right there. Whoa, they've got 2 positions. What? Oh, no, one is 16 and one is 12.
Yes.
But do you see, even Cerebro knows we detected that they are position 1 in sponsored advertisements. That's when we checked, sometime in the last, week or so. And look, they are still position 1. So you know what this means? This means that they are probably paying extra money. They want to, maybe this is an important keyword for them. So they want to be on page 1 and top of sponsored. But here, all of these words, they are on page 1. And some of them even have some good search volume. Like this is actually searched for 1,000 times.
Yes.
And on sponsored, most of these here are also on page 1. So now we have an idea of where a lot of their sales could be coming from. It's from PPC for these keywords, and also organic position on these keywords.
Yeah.
So let's just take a look at one of these keywords. Which one would you think is the most? I mean, because again, I don't speak German, so I don't know which one.
I would
which one, if you were searching for this, which one would you have searched for?
Actually, the first one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take a look. Okay, because this is the next step, and there we go. They are spending a lot of money in the sponsored results, and
Yes.
this company is showing up right here. So the question is, we know we can compete with this product by itself because it has bad reviews, bad images, bad listing, and still making money. But that doesn't matter. What matters is, can we compete in the category as a whole? And so that's why we're going through this process. We find the product. Now we find which keyword gets those sales. Now we analyze the search results from the keyword. And now we see, hey, is it possible to easily rank on this page? Let's see what the rest of the guys are doing. We know one guy is doing very bad. So let's see what the rest of the guys are doing. And by the way, let me just show you guys what you don't want to find. All categories. Let me see. How do you say
garlic press? So.
But do I spell it garlic press or do I?
Wait, we make a shorter word. It's protein powder. So PROT.
This?
Yeah. It's.
Well, that's similar to Spanish. Spanish powder is polvo, so pulver, almost
It's
the same.
the same, yeah. And protein is the same than in English. That's funny.
All right, perfect. All right, so where happened to that page? Where was I? Here we go. Okay, so now here, look at this. The first thing that I like to look at is estimated, sales volume. So, how much, selling. The most one is selling 200, 400, and these ones are selling very few. So like to get sales velocity to match this, not that difficult. Like the most somebody's selling here is maybe 10 a day. Some are only selling 2 a day or 3 a day. So I like that. For me, that's good. Now let's look at the rating. Here's the one that we had, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Only 3 rating. Some have none, but most have 4 or 5. Now, this doesn't mean that this is a no. It just means that it's going to be a little bit more difficult. What I would have liked to see is everybody with like 3 or 2. Then, oh man, that's super easy. All right. Yeah. Now this is really, really good. Look at this. Everybody has less. The one who has the most reviews on this page is 16. That's crazy. That is crazy. Everybody has single. So when you have a new product, you have 0, 1, 2, 3 reviews. It's very hard. Let me show you for the example of what you don't want to see. Is this it? Yeah. Now compare to this, the sales, 2,000 units a month, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Okay. That's difficult to get sales velocity. Let's take a look at, my computer is so slow. Review count. Look at this. 5,000, 2,000, 1,000, almost 1,000, 1,000.
No chance to compete at all.
Exactly. Imagine, like this is obviously sponsored ad. That's why it says here. Imagine if you had a listing here organically and 8, you would never get any clicks, next to all of those. All right. So let me go back now. What did I do with it? Nope, that's not it. Is this it? Yeah. So this is very good. What about images? Wow. Look at this. One has a nice listing, but look, 4, 2, 2, 2, 5, 2. Look at that. Everybody has terrible listings on this page. You come in with 9 images, you're already going to be just as good as the best guy. Like you're going to be number 2. Now let's look at this one. Protein. We have, where's the organic? Oh, these 3 are kind of bad, but here we have better. 7, 6.
But these
8.
are brands. So
yeah, a brand. People don't care about the image if it's a brand. 7, 7, 7, 7. All right. So this is something that I'm not saying, hey, everybody go buy trampoline Shamstoff or however you say this. But this is I hope people can understand the process. Again, step 1, you look in a category that you want, you put in whatever filters means to you, to you personally, that it could be a possibility of potential, opportunity. All right. Number 2, you find the product down here and now you look at the product. Really? How does it look? Oh, wow. Okay. This is definitely a product that has a lot of bad things about it, but it's still selling good. I'm very curious. The next step is you want to know where could they be getting their sales from? So then you go to Cerebro and look at where they are on page 1. Because again, Amazon is going to put you on page 1 if you are making sales, from that product, because they want to show customers the products that will give them the best chance to make a sale. Okay. And then step 3, you take a look, we just looked at one, but I would look at all of these. I would look at more than one. And then you see, okay, is it possible? Is there a chance for me to compete with the rest of the guys on page 1? And if there is, maybe go get a quote from a Chinese warehouse or a Chinese factory or another factory in another country, and then see, make the calculations. Can I make money with this product? So that's kind of like, really should take you, 3 or 4 hours, and you would find at least 10 products, and maybe you'll find 1 or 2 that's you're ready to go. But this, hopefully in this 15-minute video, gives you an idea of where to begin and how to do it. And so I hope you guys who are already using Helium 10 can use this method. And if you don't have Helium 10, please try it for 1 month. Let Nicklas know. I think you have a coupon code that they can.
I've got a coupon code for 50%.
I don't want anybody paying full price. Please don't pay full price.
Just pay half price. 50% off with BYL50. I will insert it here. Great tool. It was paying out for me since the first day I was using it. Actually, I just watched a video on YouTube about Cerebro, and then I get into watch for keywords of my competitors, and I found 2 keywords. I was not using my whole listing, and I just put them in, and my product starts selling double time. Twice as much. This was real. There was one. I never searched for my product with these words, so I didn't know. I have no idea to use them, but it was. I can't believe it, really. So it's not just,
That's great.
It's really working. So it's amazing.
That's awesome. All right. So if anybody has any questions, post it on the video, and he'll reply, or maybe he can, if he doesn't know the answer, he'll just, contact me, and I'll give you guys a reply. But this is just one of the many. We have over 20 tools in Helium 10. We just went over 4 tools today. We went over Cerebro, Black Box, X-Ray. Actually, we only went over 3. I don't know how to count. So we went over 3 tools today. We still have many other tools that is for different parts of Amazon. So maybe later we can come back and do another video, whatever you guys.
For sure, that would be awesome, man. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Great. So maybe I already asked someone about a question. So can I ask you two or three questions? Of course. Great. So a lot of people are always asking about the datas. How exactly are the datas? Especially about the sales.
We don't have access to everybody's accounts, or we're not checking. Amazon does not give that data. We're not hacking people's accounts. We have limited data that we use, and we make estimation based on that. If it is an item that is only selling 2 or 3 or 4 per day, it's possible the number could be 100% off. Like maybe we say 8 or we say 1, because when you get very low search volume, it's very hard to predict. But if it's something that we should be searching for, which is like something selling 10 a day, 15, 20, 30, it's very accurate. And if ever you find, like, maybe you have a product that sells 20 or 30 a day consistently for 1 month. I'm not talking about, one day I had 20, but Helium 10 says I'm selling 5 a day. But actually that's because every day before then you were actually selling, 5. You were selling, 2 a day,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that, but if anybody out there, the reason why our data is so accurate is because of our users as well. They let us know if they find any irregularity. So anybody out there who's watching this video, if you have something that is selling 20 or 30 a day consistently, like maybe 25, 15, but not 32, 3, 30. But if any of you have a product like that and Helium 10 shows a very different number, like more than 20% off, please let us know. That's the way. That's why we are able to be the most accurate, is because we have a very good algorithm. But also, if there is some kind of mistake, because it's not perfect, people let us know, and then we're able to fix it right away. So please let us know if anything like that you find.
Great. All right. So that was good. And another question is, when I'm searching for a product, just is there a tool or a possibility with Helium 10 to pretend how strong is the listing of a competitor?
Yeah, you see, not right now. And there's no tool out. I mean, there's some tools that may say that they can do that, but it's not. And the reason why is this.
I never find a tool like this. This is the reason I'm asking the question.
Yeah, because the reason is, we could do something like that now. The reason why we only do the images is because that is black and white.
Yeah.
You either have images or you don't have images. If you have low number of images, it's bad. If you have a lot of images, probably you're doing something good. But we could do it based on like length of bullet points but at the same time, what if somebody has a complete garbage listing? They just put random keywords.
Yeah.
And just because it's keywords everywhere, we say, oh, this is a 10 score because they're using so many keywords in their bullet points. But what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. What means something is where are they getting sales and where are they ranking for the keywords? That's what helps me. What helps me is knowing where my competitors are getting sales from. Just like in your case, you were able to see your competitor was probably making sales from this keyword, and that helped you.
And I could improve
if they're listing good or bad. So later maybe there's something we could develop, but right now, no, we don't have something like that because it's too what's the word I'm looking for? It's too subjective. Like what makes a good listing?
Yeah, this is
different for many people.
I know what you're talking about. Okay, but there is a tool you're launching within the next 1 or 2 weeks, I think, about the mail delivery system. Can you tell us a little about it?
Yes, it's called Follow Up. So it allows you to make automations. So like, let's say you say, hey, after 3 days, send an email to the customer saying, well, we hope you received your product. And if you have any questions, please let us know. And then you say, after 7 days, send them an email. Okay, now you've had a chance to try the product. Again, we are here to help you. But if you already have used it, we would love to get your honest opinion about it. Please leave the review. Things like that. I mean, you can make these things say anything you want, but we have that coming out soon, and it's a great way to be able to build your brand, build good customer relations. And of course, it's a way to, it's not going to 3x your reviews or something, but a lot of people will see that and they will make a review when maybe before they wouldn't have done a review. So it does help you to get the reviews.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, and so because of that, you're going to higher the prices, or will it stay the same?
Stay the same. That's the amazing thing about Helium 10. Every time we add a tool,
it's just
we
great.
Keep the prices the same. Yeah.
It's so great because I'm using JumpSend for now, and it's $40 a month, and I can save it same.
Now you save $40. So then that $40 you put away, and then when I visit you over there in Europe, then you take me to a very expensive dinner.
I will do that if you'll be ever here for sure.
I need some the best Wiener Schnitzel around there.
You will get really good ones where I'm living here in the south of Germany. Okay, great.
Excellent.
Yeah, so Bradley, thank you so much. And for my audience, really use the code BYL50, get 50% off, and use the chance. Because I think really Helium 10 can be make the difference between winning and losing a lot of money, And
Absolutely.
This is the reason why I'm really say use this tool. It's the best tool, especially on the German or European market and also on the US market. Okay.
Yep.
Great, Bradley. So thank you very much for your time. I think there were a lot of interesting informations for us. And great stuff. All right.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Cheers, man.
So Leute, also hier nochmal wirklich zur Produktrecherche, richtig geile Informationen. Ich habe das Ganze natürlich hier auf dem Channel auch schon ein bisschen gezeigt und ich versuche das Ganze so zu übersetzen, aber einfach hier auch nochmal zu sehen, wie genial dieses Tool ist und auch was wir für ein cooles Produkt da gefunden haben. Im Grunde genommen ein Produkt, worauf man niemals kommt, ohne wirklich die Blackbox. Also wenn jemand an das denkt, dann wirklich, kann er mich gerne kontaktieren, dann gebe ich ihn auch einen aus. Aber wirklich sehr, sehr cooles Video. Danke nochmal an Bradley, falls er sich's anschaut. Wird er das wahrscheinlich gar nicht verstehen, was ich jetzt sage, aber egal. Auf jeden Fall, Leute, Helium 10, das ist einfach die Zukunft. Das ist das beste Tool und man sieht einfach, dass man überhaupt die Möglichkeit hat, zu so einem Video mit den Leuten zu sprechen. Der Mann hat über 400 Produkte schon auf Amazon gelauncht, okay? Im amerikanischen Markt erfolgreich. das ist nochmal viel mehr Konkurrenz etc. Der hat wirklich Ahnung von dem, was er da tut. Und wie ihr gehört habt, die entwickeln gerade auch schon wieder neue Tools. Die sind dabei, neue Sachen zu entwickeln. Ich finde es mega geil. Ich bin absolut überzeugt von dem Ding. Und wie gesagt, bei mir zeigt das Ganze jetzt Resultate. Ich habe zum Beispiel jetzt das Video neulich hochgeladen mit den Bewertungen, wie wir den Review-Downloader nutzen können. Ja, Video anschauen, hier ist der Link dazu, unbedingt anschauen. USP schaffen, sofort mehr verkaufen. Und ich habe auf ein Produkt, okay, das Produkt hatte ich schon abgestempelt als sold out, also als ein Produkt, was ich einfach abverkaufe. Und gestern das erste Mal, das allererste Mal, über 5 Sales, direkt 12 Sales gemacht. Okay, 12 Sales an einem Tag. Jetzt gucke ich gerade hin und ich sehe 8 Sales bis 17:46 Uhr. Das heißt heute wieder 10, 12, 13 Stück. Okay, das Ding rennt einfach und Leute, glaubt es mir, es ist das geile Tool und es macht den Unterschied zwischen Gewinnern und Geld verlieren. Und was wollen wir? Wollen Geld gewinnen, wir wollen finanziell frei werden. Also Leute, nutzt jetzt den Gutscheincode BYL50, Entschuldigung, unten in der Videobeschreibung. Ansonsten für die Leute, die sich noch nicht sicher sind, probiert das Ding aus, aber ich verspreche euch, ihr probiert es aus und dann nervt euch das, dass das begrenzt ist, weil ihr seht, wie geil das ist, macht so einen Spaß und dann werdet ihr es euch auch holen. Also spart jetzt lieber direkt die 50%, wirklich $50 und nutzt die Chance, Leute. Danke fürs Einschalten, haut rein, bis zum nächsten Video, ciao.